Previously on Iron Chef Gauntlet.
Chefs have an array of ingredients to prepare 2 ways, sweet and savory.
2 dishes in 45 minutes is like incredible.
When you get comfortable is when you make mistakes.
I'm gonna kind of risk it. I want to get to the gauntlet.
Daring, risky, Iron Chef-y.
Thank you.
I've never had blue cheese combined that way with crab meat. I liked it. The #1 problem with this dish is it is greasy. The least successful today was Chef Galata. The most successful, Chef Gruenberg.
I didn't think it would be possible to win 2 Chairman's Challenges in a row.
So, Chef, who will be cooking against Chef Galata?
Chef Nakajima.
Your survival depends on what you cook right here, right now, today.
Chef Galata, how do you feel about doing seafood against me?
You know, I'm only marginally terrified.
This kind of finesse you don't see that often.
Thank you.
You left the beak in one of my pieces.
Chef Galata, today just wasn't your day. So good luck to you.
I almost got sent home, but I'm back again.
7 of America's best chefs will go knife to knife in an epic battle.
Not everybody's gonna make it out.
But to earn the title, the last chef standing will have to face not 1, not 2, but 3 Iron Chefs in the Gauntlet.
Holy, oh, that's gonna be tough.
Oh my God.
How much time? Jeff, you're scaring me.
I am feeling terrified.
You've got to be able to cook a cardboard box if you want to be an Iron Chef.
I didn't come this far to lose.
Alley Cuisine! It's time, once again, to find out whose cuisine reigns supreme. This is Iron Chef Gauntlet.
I've survived the secret ingredient showdown twice. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm 27. I'm the young guy in this kitchen, going against the big guys. And I'm 1 step closer to becoming the youngest Iron Chef in America.
Welcome back, chefs. Here you are. Final 4. At stake, of course, nothing less than the most coveted title in the culinary world, Iron Chef.
Only 4 of us left in the kitchen. It means the competition's getting real. And I'm feeling the pressure.
Finding something new out of something old is an Iron Chef's unrelenting mission in a way. And so I'm putting your creative intelligence to the test today because the Chairman's Challenge is all about classic combinations. We have, of course, sour cream and green onions, lime and coconut. Who doesn't love honey and mustard? And then, of course, peanut butter and chocolate, or is it chocolate and peanut butter? Your mission today is to choose one of these classic combos and then go celebrate it and reimagine it at the same time.
These ingredients go together so well, but to reinvent them is hard.
Oh, and I know what you're thinking. Who's going to get which combo? We're going to be very democratic. I have here 4 cards numbered 1 through 4. You will choose a card, and that will be the order in which you will be able to choose your culinary combo. Chefs, please take 1 card.
I gotta have coconut and lime, something that I have a ton of experience working with.
Chef Gruenberg, take a card, any card.
I need to really get lucky here.
Thank you. I really want the peanut butter and chocolate. Classically, you would expect a dessert, but my mind is going towards beef. I think it's going to be a challenge, and showing that I can handle a challenge will prove that I should still be here.
Boom!
I want it.
That's you. Go ahead, take a look at your cards.
And of course, I end up with number 4.
Who has number 1? Chef Nakajima, congratulations. What's it gonna be?
I'll go with honey and mustard.
Honey mustard, and who wouldn't want that? Chef Gruenberg, what'll it be?
Sour cream and onions. I can really cook the onions in different ways, and who doesn't want sour cream?
Chef Izard?
I'm going to go peanut butter and chocolate.
Peanut butter and chocolate. Chef Dady, you have got the lime and the coconut.
Thank you, Chef. The 2 ingredients that I wanted fell all the way down to me. I didn't even have to work for it.
Everybody happy? Fantastic.
Very happy.
I'm only going to give you 30 minutes to reimagine your culinary combo. Your 30 minutes starts now. And our 30 minutes is rolling here in the Chairman's Challenge of Classic Combos. But here's the problem. They have to respect the combination, but they also have to elevate it. And with some of these combinations, I think that is going to be rather difficult.
How y'all doing over there?
Doing good. I want to make sure I can get everything down on time, though.
Chef Nakajima has the honey mustard. You can see rice wine vinegar, micro cilantro, a lot of the kind of things that we've seen in his wheelhouse since day one. He's not going to leave his comfort zone. He's cutting some large shrimp down into about 1-inch pieces.
I am going to make honey mustard Szechuan cuisine. So the shrimp, I'm going to put a little bit of sake, egg whites, salt, soy sauce, and cornstarch. And I'm gonna lightly fry all my ingredients because it's Szechuan food, which is slightly spicy, and I hope that Alton likes spicy.
Don't be ruining Alton's palate before he gets over to my dish, all right? I got a very subtle flavor over here. I can't have you messing it up with spicy food. I'm gonna make a Thai red curry with the coconut and lime. I run and operate 6 restaurants in San Antonio. I consider myself to be pretty diversified in the type of cuisines that I cook. I could throw down some Indian food, some Italian food. I could cook you Thai food. For the coconut, I use it as the base of my curry broth. I grab the prawns to add the shells just to give it a little bit of seafood flavor. The lime is the base of acidity in the dish.
Ginger now being just cut down into chunks over on Chef Dady's board. And that's going into a spice mixture along with a little bit of coriander, some cumin, white peppercorns, a lot of warming spices, all being pounded together. We can hear that mortar and pestle.
I can't do the entire curry paste in a mortar and pestle in 30 minutes, so I have to grab my blender to really get it smooth in the short amount of time. Oh man, I haven't won one yet, so I'm working my tail off to try to get to the top of this field.
Looking over at Chef Izard's side, she has Korean cut short ribs, meaning across the bone. What that is going to have to do with chocolate and peanut butter, I will be amazed to find out.
So I really love soy and chocolate together. I'm making Korean-style beef ribs with a savory chocolate sauce, and then I'm gonna do a salted peanut butter caramel as well. I'm making a salted peanut caramel sauce inspired by Vietnamese cuisine. I add in a little bit of cream, some butter, then I add in peanut butter, a little bit of fish sauce, and some sambal. I just decided that I wanted to pick what seemingly might be the hardest thing because I just want to show that I should be an Iron Chef.
Chefs, 20 minutes remaining in this classic combos Chairman's Challenge.
Holy moly.
Chef Gruenberg is bringing a dough together, so I'm going to assume Chef Gruenberg is going to be making a pasta. And some chives have gone into that. Of course, chives not exactly green onions, but reminiscent of green onions, so they will support that flavor.
I am making šlíkrofi. Šlíkrofi is a Friulian Slovenian pasta, dumpling-ish.
Chef Gruenberg, are you doing pasta?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Don't be scared. We gotta get it on the plate first. I'm planning on making a pasta filled with potatoes and sour cream. I freaking love pasta. It's my jam. It's what I cook. My restaurant in Chicago is a pasta-focused Italian restaurant. I've spent time in Italy training in the kitchens, so I'm sticking with what I do and what I've been successful at in the competition. It's a pasta that I think is unusual, and I can't think of a better way to do it than with sour cream and onion. For my sour cream filling, I take the cooked potato and add sour cream, breadcrumb, a little bit of cream cheese, and mix it really quick by hand to incorporate onion into my dish. I'm gonna make charred green onion pesto with raw red onion. Hurry up, Sarah. You can do this.
I'm just kind of frying this curry paste real quick. Toasted. Oh shoot, that's gonna be spicy. After I get my curry paste finished, add it straight to the coconut milk. Now it's just a matter of letting it simmer. And then I know that I want to sear some scallops. They have very subtle flavor profile that I know that it won't overpower the curry. You know, the important thing is that the focus is on coconut and lime.
So now, is that going to be a combo that simply reminds me of a combo I've had before, or is there any reimagination here?
Yeah, I think you're going to love it.
Whether I love it or not, and whether it actually answers the call of the challenge are two different things.
Maybe so. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe he's right. I haven't completely reimagined it, and I'm not sure what I want to do. Yeah, if I don't get this curry right, I'm going to be in the bottom, no doubt about it.
Chef Izard, you had the third choice. You could have gone with the lime and the coconut, but you didn't. Why did you take this combo?
I would have made a curry, and that's what you're going to make with coconut and lime, but I don't think that's reinventing. What?
Of course, I don't normally think of chocolate in Korean food.
Maybe after this, then you might.
Good luck with that.
Thanks. I'm marinating the beef ribs in fish sauce, malt vinegar, sambal, and a little bit of peanut oil, which peanut oil is great for the challenge, and it's also great with high heat. The nice thing about Korean-style beef ribs is that they cook in just a couple of minutes, so I can put those aside until time is just about up.
Chefs, only 10 minutes remaining in this classic Combos Chairman's Challenge.
I'm gonna lightly fry all these. The way I'm gonna cook this shrimp is I'm gonna cook it twice. First, I'm gonna lightly fry them for like 5 to 10 seconds. So at this point, I'm not trying to actually cook it. Just lightly trying to put a nice touch on it, and then finishing it up in the wok.
Some very, very quickly fried food over on Chef Nakajima's station. I'm a little surprised to see him do that because they could overcook it very quickly.
I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do to reimagine the dish. What can I come up with to impress Alton? So I'm thinking of a coconut foam to go on top.
In the foamer, in the hands of Chef Dady right now, some coconut milk is in there, so he's making a foam. Oh, that's not really sticking together for it very well.
Oh no. Come on, dude. I'm running out of time. I don't know if I'm going to finish. And if I don't do something that Alton's never seen before, I'm toast.
What was that, Dady?
Coconut foam.
Oh, that's not really sticking together for it very well. The problem is, of course, there's not enough fat in there to really emulsify properly.
I'm so far behind. I'm running out of time, but I haven't really reimagined the coconut and lime dish. I have to come up with a plan B. I see the liquid nitrogen, and I'm like, there it is. I'm going to do a little liquid nitrogen coconut ice. I take coconut milk, lime juice, sea salt, and create this ice.
Liquid nitrogen, boiling at 382 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit or thereabouts, turns pretty much anything you put in there into a solid.
It's going to be fire and ice. I've got this hot, spicy red curry, and I've got this beautiful, cold, creamy coconut ice. I'm hoping it works out great.
6 minutes remaining in the Chairman's Challenge of reinventing classic combos. Chef Izard got the chocolate and peanut butter combination. Chef Gruenberg has the sour cream and onion. Chef Dady has the lime and the coconut. And Chef Nakajima has the honey mustard. Will those combinations be reimagined enough? Or will they really be combinations at all? Chef Gruenberg is hitting the bottle. Actually using a bottle of olive oil to roll out that dough for her zlikrofi. I think I'm saying that right, I don't know. If she's going to actually make a dumpling out of that, it does need to be fairly stiff so that it'll hold together.
I just gotta get something on the damn plate here. The shape for zlikrofi is like a tortellone. I take the pasta dough, wrap it around the potato, pinch it on both sides, and then you put a little bit of a dimple in the dough.
Now, she's also got buttermilk going into a mortar and pestle, along with, there's green onion in there, some red onion is in there, and also yellow onion. Chef Izard finally getting some of those Korean-style short ribs into a very, very hot pan.
You need to cook my beef ribs, but you need to cook them super hot for like a minute.
Chef Izard just added some sambal to her melted chocolate. Sambal, of course, chili paste, so that is going to have a bit of fire and heat.
It's not often you think of chocolate and peanut butter with beef, but an Iron Chef is not just going to make a chocolate peanut butter cup.
Next thing I need to nail is honey mustard sauce. I have honey, mustard, a little bit of soy sauce, and a dash of vinegar. But I put a little too much mustard in, so I gotta ease it out with honey.
Chef Nakajima, the shrimp that he fried a little bit earlier has gone back into the wok. He's now glazing that. How he's going to interplay or interlock the honey and mustard into that, I'm not sure.
Honey mustard Szechuan shrimp. I put in my sauce that has honey mustard in it because I don't think anyone's tried honey mustard in a Szechuan cuisine.
Chefs, whatever you are going to do, you need to do in 2 minutes. We've got plating happening on Chef Izard's side. That chocolate sauce going down. She's from the splatter school. Some microgreens going down on Chef Nakajima's plate. Hopefully he has dressed those properly. That is something that very often is forgotten. The dumplings now being fried over on Chef Gruenberg's station. Interesting. Chef Gruenberg, she's got now a piece of batarga. That, of course, typically Italian cured fish roe. And I assume that's going to go onto her dumplings. 45 seconds.
To finish plating, I grab my coconuts off of the grill. I lay them in a jasmine rice to kind of tie in that Southeast Asian flavor profile. And then I'm going to put the scallop in the bottom of the bowl, and I put the coconut ice on top.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. And the chairman's challenge, classic combos, is in the history books.
I can't believe I finished that.
Hi, Chef Gruenberg.
Hello.
What you got?
I have a šlíkrofi, which is a Slovenian dumpling filled with sour cream, charred onion pesto, and then a botarga creme fraiche on top.
I like it. My favorite part is the sauce that you've made. You grilled the onion really early on, and that comes through, and it helps really, really very, very much. The filling of the dumpling is balanced. The texture is good. The flavor is there. But here comes this batarga with its big hit of salt, and it's kind of masking the sour cream for me.
Should have left the botarga off.
Thank you, Chef. Hello, Chef Izard.
Hi, Alton.
Please tell me of your reimagining of the chocolate and peanut butter combination.
I made for you Korean-style beef ribs with a salted chocolate sauce, peanut caramel. There's peanut and chocolate everywhere you look.
I like the plating. You kind of display everything out. You see everything that you're working with here. The ribs are perfect. Goju Jane?
Nope. The spice is Korean chili flakes and a little bit of sambal.
It's the sambal is what I'm tasting. I like the sauce. I like the use of the peanuts. My problem is that if you hadn't told me there was chocolate here, I would not know it. I don't know how strong of a pairing this is.
Okay.
Thank you, Chef.
There's peanut butter and chocolate all throughout my dish. I'm gonna say you're wrong on this one, Alton.
Chef Nakajima, tell me about your honey and mustard magic.
I made for you lightly marinated and fried shrimp with fresh greens and bell peppers.
It's got the Nakajima look. It's simply but elegantly arranged on a very natural surface. Tell me about the herb action here.
On top is green onions with a nice cilantro.
Dressed?
Non-dressed. Because the shrimp itself should have enough flavor.
There's some very good stuff going on here. Very deft hand with the honey, and I actually like the way that the rest of the spices in the dish work with the honey. But man, the mustard sure is subtle. The greens, and your selection of greens is actually masking the mustard quite a bit. If you're gonna put that much green on my plate, dress it. The problem with doing such a simple plating, such an elegant plating, is you gotta get everything right. You didn't get everything right here. Thank you, Chef.
Damn. I guess I should have made like a mustard salad on the side instead of just like a clean salad.
Hello, Chef Dady.
Hello.
What you got?
Coconut and lime flavors I'm very comfortable cooking with. So I did a coconut red curry broth with a seared diver sea scallop and a chilled coconut lime ice.
I like it when a food is used as a bowl. Technically can add some flavor, and in this case aroma, because you've charred the edges of the coconut. Your curry kung fu is strong. Balance, heat, all the things that I would expect in the curry. I got just a little bit of the still chilled and cold coconut concoction. Provides a bit of cooling against the curry, which is nice. Liquid nitrogen is often a crutch, but here it's been used to great effect. This is a really, really smart pairing of the combo of lime and coconut. You know exactly what I need to see from that and taste, and I got it. Thank you, Chef.
A shaped coconut ice was a really smart way to go.
Chefs, the chairman's challenge today was especially tough. I was asking you to take classic combos and honor them, yet reimagine them on your plate. So the most successful chef in the chairman's challenge of the reimagined coupling was Chef Dady.
This was certainly a much-needed victory for me. I am establishing myself as somebody that can come through and win this thing.
Now, the three of you that are remaining all had some things that really didn't work for me on the plate. So not to sound like a broken record, but I'm sorry, Chef Nakajima. You again will be going into the secret ingredient showdown. I got no mustard from your dish.
Holy crap.
Wow. It's my third showdown. I'm taking it as extra training, but honestly, back-to-back is harder than you think it is. I'm starting to get a little exhausted about it.
You will be going up against one of these other two chefs in the secret ingredient showdown and fighting for your existence here. Who that will be depends all upon Chef Dady. You have won the honor to decide which of these chefs you're going to throw under the secret ingredient challenge bus, along with Chef Nakajima.
I could see Chef Dady choosing Chef Izard because she hasn't been in the secret ingredient showdown before. I could also see him putting me in because I've won the past two chairman's challenges.
I don't want to go into the secret ingredient showdown. Chef Nakajima is pretty tough, but an Iron Chef needs to be ready to go into battle at any point.
Who's it going to be, Chef? Chef Dady, you of course have won the honor to decide who you're going to throw under the bus along with Chef Nakajima. Who's it going to be, Chef?
You know, I think that both chefs had great dishes, but I feel like after seeing the finished product that today, I'm gonna send Chef Izard.
Chef Izard, you're getting to go to your first secret ingredient showdown. How do you feel about it?
Woohoo!
So, let's get to cooking.
I survived the secret ingredient showdown twice, and it's starting to become a routine, so let the best chef win.
Chefs, welcome to the secret ingredient showdown. Good news, I get to watch you cook again. Bad news, it's the last time I'll watch one of you cook.
Chef Nakajima was in elementary school when I opened my first restaurant, but he has a lot of tricks up his sleeve and is a fierce competitor. I just need to prove that I can do this.
And your survival depends on what you do with today's secret ingredient, which is... chicken!
Chicken? Chicken's one of those ingredients that you can think of too many dishes. It's gonna be hard for me to narrow down 3 dishes with it.
Chicken is one of the most versatile proteins on the face of the earth, so it's the perfect test of your craft and creativity.
I feel like I have a slight advantage with chicken. It's like a blank canvas, and I think to be an Iron Chef, you have to take risks, so I'm going to try something new.
You will have 60 minutes to conceive and execute 3 dishes. The secret ingredient showdown begins now. Battle chicken is on here in the Gauntlet kitchen. We have Cornish game hens, black silkies, capons, livers, and feet. Everything you could possibly want. Chef Nakajima grabbing one of those black silkies. Looks like a small broiler fryer and some feet. Now, black silky is a chicken commonly found in Asia, and it gets its name from its silky, fluffy feathers. But due to an unusual genetic mutation, its bones, meat, and skin are all black.
I've never eaten or cooked a black chicken
either.
before.
Chef Izard runs immediately to the refrigerators for some stocks. I also want to point out that we have supplied the innards from these chickens. Livers, hearts, gizzards. Chef Izard has indeed grabbed those livers. She also has some chicken feet.
Chinese love to eat chicken feet, almost like wings. Hopefully our judges will be feet lovers.
And chicken feet is risky. You don't know who the judges are. And not everybody loves chicken feet.
I'm going to go fry them for 1 quick second, and then I'm going to braise them. You just got to make sure that you cut the little fingernails off first, otherwise it kind of freaks people out.
Of course, those are very, very high in connective tissue. They can be very delicious. Those chicken feet are going into the fryer.
Chicken's so great, so versatile, but everybody uses it for different things, so I'm just going to try some random new stuff that I have not done before.
Let's go, Nakajima. Come on, buddy.
Looking down on Chef Nakajima's side, some of those big morels going into a saucepan, and that just got some kombu. So he's making a mushroom dashi. He also has some chicken feet down on the grill.
Nakajima, what do you got there?
I got gizzards. I'm gonna skewer him and grill him like a yakitori.
Well, he just said yakitori, so I think he's gonna do the skewers over the grill.
Gizzard has this amazing, like, crunchy, nice texture. I'm gonna use a few different sauces and a few different ways to finish it up.
Chef Nakajima adding balsamic vinegar. First time I've seen him use it. To some soy sauce and some sake. So that's going to bring some acidity, but also some sweetness, some umami. Chicken feet now moving into the pot of the soy and the balsamic.
I'm gonna use the chicken feet for a nice, rich sauce for my grilled yakitori. I'm just gonna make the sauce out of it. I'm not gonna actually serve it.
He's also got some lotus root. That, of course, is a rhizome, big open holes. If you're thinking that something like lotus root has a whole lot of flavor, guess what? Doesn't. What it has is a whole lot of texture, and that texture can be manipulated in a lot of ways. I'm really interested in see what he does with the lotus root.
I'm gonna make a lotus root pickle as a garnish for the yakitori as a palate cleanser in the middle. I'm gonna blanch it and then I'm gonna pack it so the flavor goes in right away. My pickling liquid, I have vinegar, water, and sugar. Super simple, but it's delicious.
Now, Chef Nakajima over at the vacuum sealer, that lotus root has gone into the vacuum sealer to speed up the hydration. Boom. It's one of the things that a vacuum machine is so good at.
Great job, chefs. Keep it up.
Laser focus.
God, dude, it's really tiring running around here. I'm working on a dessert version of chicken pot pie.
Wow. Bring it, chef. Bring it.
Over on Chef Izard's station, looks like she's going to be doing some baking. She's making a dough. She actually just used some chicken stock instead of the water to bring that dough together, which is a smart play because she gets more of the chicken flavor in that. Chefs, 15 minutes gone, 45 minutes remain. The secret ingredient, chicken.
I'm gonna try to use a black chicken. Black chickens are pretty tough, so I'm gonna use the thigh part.
One of those black silkies being chopped up by Chef Nakajima right now. Chef Izard is still making a dough.
I feel like time's just going even faster than I thought it was going to, so I'm feeling a little nervous.
She seems a little rattled.
I need somebody that can run a gauntlet of Iron Chefs and come out the other side alive. If it's you, prove it.
I feel kind of nauseous.
Chefs, 45 minutes remain. And the secret ingredient showdown, chicken. Over on Chef Nakajima's side, he's making a yakitori with the gizzards. He's making a dashi with some morels. And he's got some of that black silky down on his station. Typically, that's used only for broth in most cultures that cook it. He's actually going to use the meat. Interesting. Chef Izard right now, a little bit behind the curve here. He's making a dough and some chicken feet, and I don't see much else going on over on that side.
I just feel like time's already slipping away.
Time flies, huh?
Time flies when you're having fun, chef.
Yeah.
Chef Izard starting to break down one of the roasting chickens.
This is gonna be my second course, and it's a kushui chicken thighs. Kushui means to drool.
As she bones out these thighs. Don't know a single chef on the face of the earth that doesn't prefer chicken thighs over every other part of the chicken.
No one's doing chicken breast. Let's just say that.
Thinly sliced chicken thighs just went into a bowl. Chef Izard right now looks like she's grabbing sumac and chili powder. Chinese five spice.
There's a lot of five spice.
It contains star anise, cloves, cinnamon, Sichuan pepper, and fennel seeds. And it's the star anise that so often runs away with a dish. You have to be very, very, very careful about that.
Nakajima, how you doing, buddy?
Good. First course is gonna be yakitori, which is a skewered gizzard parts. The second course, I'm gonna pickle that one and make a cold salad with cherry tomatoes and snap peas. And I'm making a soup stock for my last course. This is gonna be minced meatballs. And I gotta do something that's not too simple. I'm going against Chef Izard.
Here, I want your opinion on this. A chicken like this silky, typically used for broth,
Right.
Certainly in Asia. Chef Nakajima says he's going to pickle it. My experience with the black silky, which I've cooked several times, is you spend about 12 hours cooking it and then you throw everything away. Smart play or too risky?
It's hard to argue with him now. He's made it through 2 elimination
Yes.
challenges already, and it'd be hard to count him out.
Magic. Genius. A little bit of cornstarch.
Great job, chefs. Very impressive stuff.
Ew.
Over by the fryer, Chef Nakajima, some of that black silky he's decided to fry first, and then he's going to pickle it afterwards. That is a very traditional move in Japanese cuisine, certainly, which is to fry, then marinate. Chefs, 30 minutes remain to create 3 Iron Chef-worthy dishes with a secret ingredient, chicken.
What a great appetizer. Chicken feet.
Chef Izard, she just pulled the chicken feet out of the fryer.
My first course, I'm gonna do chicken feet. My plan is to make chicken feet dim sum style. Okay, that's braising. Second course is chicken thighs. Third course is dessert version of chicken pot pie. Shota, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I've been better. I think I went a little too out of my normal zone here.
Looking on Chef Izard's side, she's making a classic anglaise. She got her dairy mixture going, and now she's beat together sugar and egg yolk. It looks like she's making an ice cream base.
Woo!
Liver going into a pan, flavored with bourbon. I'm going on record right now as saying she's making liver ice cream.
I'm gonna take these livers and make a ice cream and a pie crust and hopefully some other components that you think of with chicken pot pie.
Did I call that? I'd be fascinated to find out what that tastes like.
I have never made anything remotely like this. I just figured I'm on Iron Chef Gauntlet. This is a fun time to like try something cool and different.
Chicken liver ice cream. Take a big risk, it can pay off.
You gotta take risks.
Pie dough back out over on Chef Izard's station, and now she's portioning that out into kind of thirds. She says she's going to be rolling that into a pot pie. I cannot wait to see that. Well, now her liver ice cream has gone into the churn. I can't wait to see the plate up on that, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, there we go. That's funny. That always reminds me of Iron Chef Morimoto. But it looks like he's cutting down small broiler chicken.
That guy has mad skills, man.
Hey, Chef Nakajima, quiet down.
Why? I like to make noise. I like to be big and loud.
Trying to concentrate.
These are gonna be my meatballs.
He's making meatballs? Sounds delicious. I'm so going home today.
All of that chicken breast has gone into a bowl, and he's added egg white. And, clever, instead of using the whole egg, he's actually used a Japanese mayonnaise. So he's getting more fat, a bit of monosodium glutamate, and still some emulsifiers like you would get from an egg yolk. Chef Nakajima, the chicken ball mixture, it went into the morel and mushroom dashi. Morels, the chicken, delicious.
How's your liver ice cream turning out?
The ice cream is super creamy.
That's Iron Chef for sure.
It's the wave of the future.
Do you think you're gonna be able to deliver it?
I'll try to deliver it.
She's gonna deliver you.
Deliver me to the next round?
I can't believe he said that.
No fair. 40-year-old brain not work as fast. This is my Kushui chicken course.
The little pieces of chicken thigh went into the butter on Chef Izard's side. She's also doing a Sichuan pepper oil. Keep in mind, Sichuan peppercorns have a substance in them that deadens the mouth. In Chinese cuisine, it's an actual sensation that's considered very desirable. The problem is that if you get too much of it, whatever you feed people down the line, they're not going to feel. In that little bitty bowl that Chef Nakajima has, that of course are the pieces the fried silky that have gone into a quick pickle.
I'm hoping the vinegar is going to break down into the chicken and make it a little bit softer.
Chef Nakajima continues to make his yakitori, and he's wrapping foil around the ends of the sticks to keep them from igniting. And he just put the wood chips under the grill. So finally, we see some smoking action happening there.
What are you smoking, Nakajima? Besides me.
I'm smoking gizzards with hickory.
We can see him now working those yakitori down in their marinade. Now keep in mind, that sauce that he has there has got that balsamic vinegar in it. So because of the sugar content, that's going to create something of a glaze on the outside of those gizzards, which is good because they can really use that sugar to help balance their flavors.
Golly, that is a freaking genius technique, and I'm definitely going to steal it.
Chefs, listen up. You got 5 minutes remaining in the secret ingredient challenge of chicken.
Oh my God. I still gotta finish my feet.
The feet now coming out of the braising liquid over on Chef Izard's side. She is now adding the braising liquid into a skillet with some soy sauce and some sambal. It looks like she's going to glaze those chicken feet. She also has carrots braising kind of in cream. Is that going with her pot pie?
For my chicken pot pie, I'm going to try to make whipped cream.
Okay, those carrots now in the blender, so she's turning those into a puree, and now she's carefully straining some of the solids out of that dairy mixture.
Man, this is going to be a close frickin' battle. Oh my gosh, this is literally going to come down to the absolute wire.
Chef Nakajima seems pretty calm. The yakitori now coming off of the grill on Chef Nakajima's side. Now that's yuzu koshu, which is a mixture of typically zest of the citrus yuzu along with chilies and salt. Pickled lotus root is now out of its pickling agent. Chefs, you've got 60 seconds remaining. 60 seconds to get it on the plate.
I mean, there's just no time to work this or anything.
All right, looking over Chef Nakajima's dishes. All right, his first course, chicken gizzard yakitori skewers with pickled lotus root. The second course is a salad with black chicken thighs, cherry tomatoes, and blanched snap peas. His final course is a dashi broth with chicken meatballs.
I'm going to put a little bit of mustard on there for a nice small spice.
Chicken feet are tender.
All right, let's take a look at Chef Izard. Now, her first course is dim sum chicken feet topped with serrano peppers. Her second course is what she's calling her koshui Szechuan chicken thighs.
2 plates down, and I gotta plate my dessert. Oh my God.
And her final course is a chicken pot pie dessert with liver ice cream topped with a carrot cream.
I just gonna go home.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up, and the secret ingredient challenge of chicken is over.
Great job, y'all.
Inspired by the cooking in these battles, go check out recipes you can make at home by watching Iron Chef Mode at foodnetwork.com/Iron Chef Gauntlet.
Going into judging, I'm a little nervous, but my dishes look pretty dope. I fought my way this far. I'm not about to go down now.
Chef, meet your judges. There's no one really better suited to evaluate a potential Iron Chef than an actual Iron Chef Kat Horup, alongside the Iron Chef, culinary scientist, author, and educator, Ali Buzari.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Ali, he knows international cuisine. He knows how the science of ingredients work. So I'm excited to be able to cook for him. Kat Cora, she's been there, and I know she's going to be a tough judge.
Start your tour, sir.
From your left side, I prepared a first course, which is the yakitori, and I used the gizzard part of the chicken, with a little bit of yuzu kosho on top. In between, I put a lotus root pickle as a palate cleanser and a little bit of Japanese Szechuan pepper right on top.
I always love when people do something with yuzu and something with sancho side by side, because to me they've got a lot of aromas in common, but it's like a point, counterpoint. I thought the lotus root was great. This was more than just added texture. Pickled aspect of it was nice.
It's chewy and crunchy, like I'm crunching cartilage, but the flavor's really nice. Love that added spice to it, for sure.
I think the secret ingredient, the chicken focus of this whole thing was very well done.
Take us to the second dish, would you, Chef?
The second course, I made kind of a light vinaigrette salad to cleanse the palate after your first course with black silken chicken, and on the side, cherry tomatoes and blanched peas.
Just the fact that you tackled the silky chicken
I was just gonna say.
is brave and bravo.
Chicken is great.
The chicken's delicious.
I've never had it like velveted like that with the starch. Really, really love the texture.
Good job on really cooking it well. It's not an easy chicken to cook, but it really has a ton of flavor. I mean, I really am loving this.
The presentation on the salad is, again, very minimalist, which I appreciate.
Next dish.
Final dish is dashi broth with kombu kelp, dry morels, and I did a classic Japanese chicken ball with egg whites, ginger, cornstarch, and Japanese mayo.
Why did you go with egg whites instead of the full egg?
I wanted to keep the color very light.
So you say you put morels in the dashi?
Dry morels.
That's a brilliant idea. You've got all sorts of amazing umami. I think like morel dashi is about to be a thing.
For me, I think the dish is okay. Really nice flavor in the sauce, but that chicken ball, it's just so dense that I couldn't even pick it up with my chopsticks. I actually had to cut into it with a knife and fork. And I think it was a huge mistake not to use the yolk, because that's part of what makes a ball soft and velvety.
I had a somewhat different experience on it. I think there was kind of an interesting roundabout way of getting whole eggs in there with the Japanese mayo. I mean, there's definitely some egg yolk in that mayo to get it started. Potentially could have added more, but I mean, I like that as an idea.
Thank you very much, Chef Nakajima.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not out of the woods, but I'm feeling really strong about my dishes. I gave it all I have, and let's hope it works out.
Chef Izard, please join us.
During plate up of the secret ingredient showdown, I was feeling pretty bad about myself. I just hope it's good enough to stay in the competition. Hi.
Chef, please say hello to your judges, Iron Chef Kat Cora and Ali Bazari. Please introduce your first dish.
First course is going to be chicken feet, dim sum style. They're fried first, and then just a really simple sauce of the braising liquid finished with a little bit of heat, a little bit of vinegar, some shaoxing. You just got to pick it up and go for it.
I'm just going to watch.
Bold choice to go straight for the chicken feet. They're delicious. I love that little fine sliver of jalapeno is not overpowering, and it just adds a tiny bit of heat, but the presentation itself is really boring. Chicken feet in a bowl with some sauce and 3 slices of jalapeno. It's kind of underwhelming.
Visually, it came across as a little bit boring, but it's like the least funky chicken feet I've ever had. Super not mad at you for that.
To me, they're just dynamite.
Thank you.
Chef, your second dish, please.
Next course is a kushui chicken. It's just thin sliced chicken thighs. A little bit of Szechuan heat, not too much, and some Korean chili flakes, sesame, and peanut sauce that have been cooked in a little bit of butter. I like to sneak butter into my Chinese food because it makes it taste real tasty.
Sauteing chicken thighs may not be the most adventurous thing that I've ever seen an Iron Chef do. Maybe not the most inventive of the 3 dishes that we have here.
What's the rub?
Oh, it's got a little bit of the chili flakes. I put a tiny bit of sumac in there just for some acidity.
I'm Iranian, so I've been riding hard for sumac for years.
One being Greek, also.
Yeah.
Same kind of vein. We use sumac a lot. I would pay for this in a restaurant. The spice with a little bit of the sweetness, with a little bit of the peanut. Love it.
Thank you.
Chef, tell us about your third dish, please.
Okay, third dish is inspired by chicken pot pie, but I've made you a chicken liver ice cream with a little bit of pie crust and a little bit of a carrot cream.
Did you use anything in the crust?
Yeah, the crust is made with chicken stock.
Chicken stock?
Yep, so okay. Chicken pie crust.
It's like a frozen chicken liver mousse.
But it's not like as dissonant as that sounds. It just like makes sense. It's a really beautiful transition between sweet and savory worlds. Awesome.
I was a little disappointed that you didn't render some chicken fat and use a little bit almost as a lard to this cookie. I think it would have been flakier. Other than that, the ice cream was luscious, smooth, velvety.
Using chicken livers as an emulsifier in a really, really smooth, creamy ice cream is awesome. And having it come across in a way that doesn't hinder the flavor of a chicken ice cream is even more impressive.
Chef Izard, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stephanie.
I feel pretty good. They seem to have a lot of positive things to say, but Chef Nakajima has been beating everyone at these secret ingredient showdowns. So we'll see who's going to be the last one standing.
I gave it all I had, and I'm so close, so I really, really hope I can get through this round. Because I want to be able to say I'm the youngest Iron Chef in America.
This is it. I left it all out there in the kitchen. I put my best foot forward, and I hope that it's good enough, because I just want to be an Iron Chef.
Welcome back, chefs, and thank you for your offerings today. The judges were able to give a total of 20 points to each of you, should they desire. 10 of those points applied to taste and flavor, 5 to plating and presentation, and the final 5 for originality, making a total of 40 possible points to award. As you know, it's the Secret Ingredient Showdown, which means that one of you will not be returning. So, of course, it comes down to the numbers, chefs, and the totals are 33 points to 24 points in favor Chef Izard. Congratulations.
Wow.
Chef Nakajima, at this point, I usually say great chefs have bad days. The truth is, you've had a lot of good days and some great cooking here. You're scary good now, and it's going to be amazing to watch you climb the ladder into your success. You're an excellent cook, and thank you so much for being here. Good luck.
Thank you. It's been amazing just being part of this competition.
Hi.
Being able to work with all these great chefs and seeing what they do with their ingredients. See you guys soon. I learned a lot about myself as a person, as a chef, and I'm proud to go home with my head held high.
So congratulations again, Chef Izard. All you have to do is beat those 2 and 3 Iron Chefs, and you're in the club.
Thank you. I feel relief. I'm one step closer to being an Iron Chef, but the gauntlet's getting real.
Hey, you guys. I'm so excited for you.
There's still 3 people left, so the competition's just gotten a lot scarier.
Empty baskets.
What?
At the end of today's Chairman's Challenge, one of you will be leaving the gauntlet.
How you looking, Isaac?
Not good.
I'm running out of time.
The worst is yet to come.
I'm gonna get destroyed.
It wasn't a pound for me.
Are we eating the same soup?
One chef can move on to run the gauntlet.
Oh, I don't want to pick.